Hello and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. Well, hey guys, welcome back. So I'm always showing you different ways you can make money as a notary, and I've mentioned this before, but today I'm actually living it, so I wanted to record it. So I am on my way to serve as an Apostille Courier only. I did not process the Apostille. I did not notarize the Apostille. A notary reached out to me who was not able to go to the Secretary of State, which is only 30 minutes from me. Okay, she gave me these documents, 12 of them in fact, 12 documents already notarized, everything. I am strictly taking it to the office here to get them apostilled, and then I have to take the documents to the client. So for those of you who do not know what an apostille is, it's when a document has to leave the United States to go to another country, but prior to going there, it must have a certain higher level of authentication. There's a process called The Hague, and there's a process called non-Hague. The Hague countries are a little bit simpler. Non-Hague are a little bit more involved, but it's still not complicated. If you would like training, you can visit us at Notary Educators, LLC.com. I have about 10 videos about apostille work on my channel. And today's job, guess how much I'm making? You will never guess. You won't guess. I promise you, you won't guess. For $250.
Say what?
That's what I'm being paid to serve as the courier. Again, I did not notarize the documents. I did not do anything with them. I have not even met the client. I am strictly taking it to the Secretary of State. Well, in Georgia, we have a slightly different process, but I'm taking it to our Clark County office, have them apostilled, and then I will take the documents to the client. So I'm serving as two roles. I'm courier for the notary, and I'm also a courier for the client, because again, I'm not giving them back to the original notary. I'm actually meeting the client in person. So you too can serve as an apostille courier and not even be a notary. Now, we highly recommend that you are a notary, because sometimes these documents will need to be notarized, and that means you would have to pay someone else to do the notarization piece, and then you take it to the clerk or your Secretary of State, wherever you live at. So it's better if you know how to be a notary. Matter of fact, while leaving your money on the table. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know. So that's the process. So I have to drive it there, 30 minutes to the Secretary of State office, and then I am meeting the client another 30 minutes away from that location. So my whole travel time will be an hour going, and we'll say an hour coming back. So $250 for an hour's worth of time. 2 hours worth of time, I'm sorry. The math needs the math, it's early. But $250 for 2 hours worth of time complete, I think is worth it. What do you think? Would you do it?
Oh yeah.
I know you would. So anyway, all things notary, don't forget the mentorship is on and popping over at NotaryEducatorsLLC.com, where we meet weekly to help you grow your business. Right now we're working on Google My Business pages and anything we can do to help the community to grow. All right, so check everything out. And don't forget my new pricing book. If you do not know how to price your services, you need to know. You do not have a profitable business if you cannot price your services, okay? And again, all things notary related, visit us at NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. And yes, your girl is getting $250 for 2 hours worth of work to drop off the documents. Yes. So this thing is real, not fake, and all of that. Right, I made it down here with my envelopes, 1875, and I'll just take y'all in there with me for a minute. Take y'all in there, hold on. Again, today I'm just acting as the courier. I'll show you a little bit of the building where we go here in Atlanta. It's a beautiful building, hold on. Brand new, well, I feel like it anyway. So this is the Clark County office here. I don't even want that lady in my video. Clark County office. This is me down here. Clark County office, dropping it off. Again, no notarizations, $250. Really quick, people. You see the Clark County back there? Not making this up. It's real. All right. So let's go up the steps. I can't take you in there because I'm sure they don't want me filming. Of course, when I'm here, they have to sanitize the whole area. So I gotta wait. She had everybody step out the office so they can sanitize. So I'm sitting in the lobby filling out my form. Just the form. I usually have my form filled out before I get here, but I did not do it today, so I'm getting ready to fill it out now. And again, I guess the last person must have been sick because she's spraying the whole office with Lysol and she asked everybody to leave. Only for me. I'm supposed to meet my client at 1:30. It's 1:45. Well, let me get to filling out this form. I'll show y'all the form right quick. And the form just want to know my name, phone number, email, the country, and yeah, so give me a minute. So because I have 12 documents that need to be notarized, I mean not notarized, because I have 12 documents that need to be apostilled, now I have to wait. If you have 1 or 2, they let you wait on the inside. She told me to go back to the car, so now I have to wait. So this is another reason why we charge so much for apostilles, guys, because you don't never know what's gonna happen. Now this is the most I've ever had a party to, period, is 12. So because it's 12, like I said, I have to wait. So when you think about charging for your apostilles, I'm going to give you some tips. When you think about charging for your apostilles, you want to think about how many documents they have. What's the processing fee for the state? Okay, so in Georgia, it's $3 to apostille the document. So you got 12 times 3 already. So you got to add that back to the client. Then you may have a courier fee, like in my case, if I got to drive to meet the client to give them the document versus them traveling to me. You may have a FedEx fee if it's out of state. So if these documents were going back to Florida or something, then I might have a FedEx fee each way. So watch my video on how to calculate your fees for apostilles. So when you hear people say, I charge $500, $600, $700, it's a reason for that. They're not just price gouging or just trying to make all their money off of one client. It's a detailed process. So I'm just sitting here now, still waiting. Yep, full day out with no rain or anything. So I'm just sitting here waiting on them to call me. And they're pretty quick. She tried to act like it's gonna be a long time, but I know it's not. Now on the document, it did say if you come between this hour and this hour, it can, like, if you have 10 or 12 documents, you can expect to wait like 2 hours. But they don't do that. They just have to put that in writing. Thank goodness, because again, that's eating into my profit. If I have to sit here for 2 hours waiting on them to do the apostille, then I have to drive another half hour to meet the client, and then an hour home total. So, but anyway, that's why we charge so much. So what else you need to think about when you charge it for apostilles is, I think I mentioned the travel. What's the state fee? You got to think about if you have to mail them back. But I think that's kind of covering it for now. It doesn't really matter what kind of document it is when it comes to apostille. As far as, I don't factor in, okay, it's a power of attorney. Now, you do have to think about that as to if you can use a certified copy. And this is way over most people's heads, so you start actually learning how to do it. But if it's a certified copy, or do you need a certified copy from the government that issued the document? So it's a little bit more involved than just when you get ready to start processing them. But again, we can teach you how to do that. And I just wanted to share these other tips with you. So I won't be back. Well, I might come back and show you the 12. Yes, I will. Let me take that back. I'll show you the 12 in a minute, and then that'll wrap it up. Okay, guys, so I got the final product. There are 12, as I mentioned earlier. In the state of Georgia, as you can see, they put like a little gold thing here to stick them, hold them all together. The client cannot pull that apart. And also, I can't show you the actual doc because it's somebody's personal information. But the Georgia one just looks like that, okay? And then the total fee for 12 was $36 for 12. And you pay for that, and then you get the money back from the client. Of course, you put that fee to the client. So that's it for my apostille out here today, and I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you guys later. Well, until next time, this is Notary Life with Kimmi. Bye.